Hello everyone, my name is Anton, this is Angie, Dang, Daniel, Brian, and V, and together we are Team KLVIN. According to the National Fire Protection Association, there is an average of about 7 people die every day at about $6.5 billion in direct property damages caused by home fires. And about 1/3 of those home fires are caused by unattended cooking appliances. One cooking equipment in particular is the kitchen stove. One human error in particular is forgetting stuff. And while while we cook something, we tend to forget that we're actually doing that while we're doing something else. And smoke detectors are installed in every houses, but it's not enough but there's still fire going on and it's not enough for fire prevention. Our goals for this project is to design a multi-sensor device that can monitor and update changes in the surrounding environment. And we want this device to be able to communicate with us through our phones, using an app or via text message. The motivation for this communication is because us humans, we want to strive with productivity, and by productivity, in our case, is cooking some food while you're doing something else, such as watching TV and all that. Yeah.
I can admit that.
So in Senior Design 1, we've been able to use we're using a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus to implement all the sensors all together. Those sensors are the temp sensor, the gas sensor, the motion sensor, and the flame sensor, including with a camera. Now using Python, we've achieved combining all these sensors, and we also achieve having the camera have face detection, so that it can detect whether there is a human or some kind of animal trying to get to your food, your pet, like a cat, or probably. And from this design, we can ensure that fire prevention will increase. Thank you, and do you have any questions?
I'm trying to figure out that. Are you putting these sensors on like cooking pots or something? I'm trying to figure out how you exactly.
This device will be a separate one. Will be a separate device, so it's just near the stove, and it will monitor the surrounding area when it's getting too hot, and then when it's getting too hot, it will send a signal to the second sensor, which is motion sensor.
Okay, but it doesn't kill the actual. Okay, turn off.
Oh no, it doesn't do that. It alarms the user. It would alarm the user to get back to the device.
So do you use, an infrared camera to detect heat, or or you just use a regular camera that, most of those silicone sensors are infrared sensitive, but, so how do you detect heat compared to, are you just looking for the brightness of the fire, or are you actually looking for temperature heat?
Yeah, actually we have like a temperature sensor that can measure the temperature near the stove, and we're gonna set a threshold value. If the temperature is really high above the threshold value, that means the stove is on, and then it's gonna turn on our motion sensor. It's gonna detect if there's a motion there, if there's a human there or not. Then if there's no motion, then it's gonna go to the flame sensor and detect if there's fire and stuff like that, and then it's gonna notify.
What if the pot starts boiling over? Can you detect boiled over pots or steam or anything like that, or this is just a fire?
Yeah, no, it's gonna detect for the steam and the boiling. It's gonna detect the temperature, right? It's showing that it's hot. But if there's human, then it's just gonna stop there. It's gonna go back to the previous stage, which is a power up, which is a starting level.
So why can't we use an existing system like car seats, baby detector? All those will do a similar things like temperature, motion. What additional things you are giving for this, pot over boiling or something?
Yeah.
Can you turn off the stove, or what's the special about your product here? All these sensors are done in various products today.
Yeah, but nobody has created a device that detects unattended stove, and it's still happening. A lot of home fires are happening.
But what you're doing right now with the sensors, all that is available in another product today. We could tweak it a little bit and use that for this application too. So
Yeah.
what specialty you're giving where, you're doing something preventive, or can you like, how if a part's going up, or you can stop the stuff, or what additional things your product can do other than the existing sensors we have, like motion, and are you planning to add more stuff to that?
So we actually using the sensor, we combine them to create something that nobody had created. If it's not created, then nobody's gonna use it. Somebody is gonna, it's just gonna happen again, right? Somebody.
One last question.
Yeah, practically speaking, where is this going to be mounted and how big will it be?
So actually, it's just gonna be more than a Raspberry Pi a little bit, and then it's gonna mount near the stove, the kitchen stove, to
Would this be
yeah,
We don't-
like a
matchbox?
yeah.
It's like a cylinder, like an Alexa Echo, like an Alexa
Okay.
Plus Echo.
Yeah.
And
Close
powered?
Powered through an outlet.
Has to have an unobstructed view to the stove, though, right? You have to be able to see the stove.
Yes,
All right.
and its surroundings.
All right, let's thank the team.